Hey guys, happy Wednesday. It is Wake Your Warrior Wednesday. I was absent yesterday. I've got a story to tell you. Do you need an internist in your life? Do you need a Dr. Hawkins? Are you kind of needing some help connecting the dots in your life, putting all the puzzle pieces together? I went from doctor to ER on Monday. Don't I'm okay. We're working it out. We're still going to more doctors and some more tests, but this is one of those things where coaching and connecting the dots comes into play, where you get in your own head and you get in your own way, like, right? Like you get a result from the test and you start to Google it yourself and you try to figure it out yourself. How many of you are guilty of doing this? Hello, hi. Oftentimes we are just so close to the situation that we get in our own way. And on this Wednesday, this Wake Your Warrior, I know yesterday I was supposed to talk about blowing up your life. And I know last week I told you that I'm notorious for going off script. And so today, after having this experience, and it's not the first experience in my life, I wanted to just kind of tell you the story about connecting those dots. And if you haven't seen The Resident on, I don't know if it's Netflix or Hulu or one of those, I've been told it's similar to House. I've never watched House, but I think that's next on our list. We're into these medical dramas right now. But The Resident is about the resident, Dr. Hawkins, who is an internist, and he's just a wizard at connecting the dots of, putting all of the pieces together, where you have somebody who's a pro at this and somebody who's a pro at this, and you've got all of the different moving pieces and parts and all of the problems and all of the patterns, but he is the guy that solves it, right? That puts it all together and makes the big picture make sense and gets to the how, solves the problem, and is kind of like the hero of figuring it all out. And we all need this Dr. Hawkins in our life. And so often, especially high performing women, badass, fierce, determined, strong, tough women, we got to figure this all out on our own. We've been strong and independent from childhood for whatever reason, right? We were able to do it. So we've always done it that way. It doesn't mean just because you can, doesn't mean you should. Tell that one to my kids quite a bit. It doesn't mean you have to keep going that way. And oftentimes when you get stuck and you're in the struggle, I'm stuck on something right now. You got to ask for help. You got to get help. You got to zoom out, and you need a Dr. Hawkins in your life. You need somebody that can connect the dots. And so Monday, when I'm going to the doctor, and this is the culmination of several weeks, probably a year on and off, of just some underlying medical issues that I've been having, to where it got to the point to where I felt it was necessary to go to the ER, because it's got to be life and death. I got to be dying to get me there. Because as you know, some of you might know, I have some doctor trauma from being misdiagnosed. And 10 years ago, I was pretty much left for dead. And I went to multiple doctors and ERs and tests and x-rays and CTs. And this is repeating itself again in my life. And they're telling you nothing's wrong, or you have this, but it's not that big of a deal. And when someone tells you, it's like somebody telling you calm down when you're not calm. It's like telling a child not to cry when they need to cry, telling you not to feel your emotions when you need to feel your emotions and not stifle them or bottle them up. And this is my women that need to stop powering through or muscling through. And so that's one of my things that I'm trained to do, is to, that fitness trainer in me, and that stubborn, ornery, fierce, independent little girl in me that had to, you know, lead herself right through things and figure it out, to where I have to figure out a way to stop getting to the point of back against the wall, do or die, all or nothing, black and white, life and death mentality. So I end up there, and it is, you've got to tell the whole story, right? Like, this is wrong. These are my symptoms, and they don't match up, or it's not that bad, or this doesn't make sense, or this doctor says don't worry about it, and this doctor doesn't think that's a big deal, or this doctor thinks this is the problem. And none of them are really talking to each other. And you got three different people telling you three different things. Nobody really seems to think it's a big deal, but it's a big deal, because something beneath the surface is stirring, is restless, is in pain, is a problem, and you want to get to the root of it all. and this is life. This is the problem in your life. This is the struggle in your life. And in my world of coaching, my mentors, my role models, the people above me, some of them say, you have to niche it down. You have to niche it down. Like you have to narrow down your person, your avatar's problem. And my problem is that the problem is the problem. The problem is the struggle. I like helping the person in the struggle. And your struggle is yours. My struggle is mine. We all have a struggle. Somebody who is struggling with weight loss, or somebody who is struggling with finances, or struggling in their marriage, or struggling asking for a raise, or with their confidence, or struggling quitting their job. Whatever your struggle is, it's a struggle. And identifying that is not my job. It's actually your job. My job is to Dr. Hawkins you, is to connect the dots and help you connect the patterns, your thought processes, interrupt your beliefs, your habits and behaviors, and create new mindsets in new ways and mess with this so that you can basically say F you to the old way of doing things. Rise through the problem, carry yourself through the problem, because there's no getting over the problem. There is no getting over it. You don't just power your way through it. You don't just there. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it, because that's going to do what? That's going to make you more irate. That's going to make you worry more. That's just going to what's the word? Exacerbate the problem, right? That's just going to add more fuel to the fire for the person that already has a fiery personality. Hello, hi, have you met me? So you need a coach in your life. And I am that coach that helps you with the struggle, with the pain, with whatever and you already know what the problem is. You already know what the thing is. You just don't know why you're doing it, or you might even know why you're doing it, but you don't know how to stop. Logically you do, intellectually you do, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically, you don't know why you keep going back, and you can't stop going back to the pantry and the refrigerator. You don't know why you can't stop eating your feelings and eating your pain, and you're carrying all that weight. You don't know why you keep over exercising. You don't know why you keep escaping into the gym. You don't know how to stop overworking and over obsessing and overthinking. You don't know how to quit just suffering and silencing yourself and not really speaking up with your true feelings. These are the things that I have overcome. There have been a lot of secret sins in my life, and I'm speaking next week, and I am using every ounce of energy right now to show up for you today. Yesterday, I opted for the I'm not gonna should, because I was drugged up from Monday night at the ER. No lie. They give you some good stuff there. And I was on the couch all day finishing up Ted Lasso, in and out of a drug-induced state. So I was in no position to show up for you. I was really resting, and today hurts. But we are doing the best we can while we rest in between, and that's all that you can do while receiving the help that you need to connect those dots. So, just to wrap this up, I want you to think. I'm just giving you food for thought right now. I'm launching a new group coaching program called The Rise. It's kicking off for the fall. I want you to be thinking about Thanksgiving and Christmas time, because some of you have already quit on this year. Some of you have already quit on the thought of it happening this year, that you can get out of the debt this year, that you can lose the weight this year, that you can leave the job this year, that you have to just stick with it this year. And I want to help you quit that thought process. I want to help you quit hanging on. I want to help you quit settling. I want to help you quit suffering. I want to help you connect the dots so you speak up and advocate for yourself. When I went on Monday, I had to continue to advocate for myself. While I was sick on the couch yesterday, I had to continue to advocate for myself. And I think I probably left one message for one of my doctors that was not very nice, and I may have cursed on her in a text message dashboard that they now give you. Call it the drugs or me just advocating freely for myself. But you have to be willing to receive the help, reach out for the help. You have to be willing to know that you have a problem or a pattern that you want to interrupt, and that the promise is on the other side, and you cannot figure out the promise on your own. You can't internalize like your own final picture, your own outcome. You can think about the vision, but in order to roadmap it there, in order to get there, they say about buying the plane ticket to I'm not trying to sell you anything other than the thought that you deserve the thing that is in here, and you don't have to settle. You don't have to, and you don't have to keep doing the thing that you're doing that you don't want it anymore. That the struggle that you're in, whatever it might be, you strong, badass, fierce, already super successful woman, you've already accomplished so much. You don't have to keep sacrificing in this area for the others. You don't have to keep punishing yourself in this area for whatever reason. That we can connect the dots together. That is my superpower, is getting you to believe in yourself so much so that you quit doing the damn thing, that you overcome the problem and the pattern, that you can disrupt it and defy it, that you can actually do the dream. That's what we do together. So, if anything today you've gotten out of it, you want a Dr. Hawkins in your life, and go check out The Resident. It's a fun show. My name is Robin Tanner. This is the Daily Fight. Feeling my pain level. I've reached it. So I'm going to go chill and work behind the scenes for you. If I've said anything at all, drop me an emoji, give me a comment, DM me privately. I get that some of these things, and that's the other thing, is a lot of my clients are confidential. They don't want to air their dirty laundry. And I get it, because I do help you overcome some hidden struggles, some dark truths about yourself. And we're not always ready to like air that dirty laundry with the world and be like, oh, Robin, she's like that coach that helps you deal with like your inner struggles and all of the BS in your life and your secret sins and those hidden things. So you must be bad. That's not it at all. They're confidential and they're intimate because a lot of the times they're associated with fear and guilt and shame that we've attached to it, and judgment on ourselves. The cool thing is that I help free that from you. I help liberate that from you. It's no different than when you lose the weight, when it's gone, when we were at the gym and we were accomplishing all these physical achievements. It's that feeling, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And when you don't carry that on the inside, you don't carry it on the outside, and you start to show up differently in life. So I hope this helps somebody today just kind of move in the situation of advocating for yourself, figuring out that there's somebody else. As long as you keep advocating, keep fighting. That's what I mean by fighting, is advocating, speaking up for yourself, not being afraid to go to one more phone call, one more email, one more doctor, one more fight, one more battle. I've got somebody right now that's in a battle for something with related to her house, like her situation in her home. And she's won a lot of battles. And I asked her, I don't even remember what day it was, yesterday or the day before. I can't remember. And I was like, you've won like 4 of these battles. Like maybe it's time to be done. And she's like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no, she's not caving in now. Like she's ready to go all the way. And that's it. Like you know how many more fights you have left in you, but are you fighting the right fight? Are you fighting for the right things? Because if there's a lot of resistance there, you might be fighting for the wrong things in life. You might be fighting the wrong way. You might need to change your perspective or adjust the rhythm that you're doing it, the intensity that you're doing it, the way that you're showing up. There's a lot of different ways that you can overcome and rise through your struggles. So that's what I got for you today. Peace out. I hope it helps somebody. Please share this, share it to your story, share it on Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, share it on Spotify, Apple, wherever you're listening to this. And that's it. Peace out.